Today's episode, we're gonna focus on figures, and more figures. Go figure. And one big surprise for the viewers at the end, so definitely stay tuned for that. But here is what we have collected so far. We have Greedo, R5-D4, the Death Star Droid, Power Droid, Bosk, the Stormtrooper Hoth, IG-88, Lobot, and doesn't Lobot look like the principal from Back to the Future?
You're a slacker. You're a slacker. Do you want to be a slacker?
We've got the AT-AT driver, Forlom, the Emperor, Weequay, Leia in her Endor poncho, the Rancor Keeper, a Tauntaun in a box, a graded AT-AT driver, and a carded Gamorrean Guard. And these two characters right here, they were gifts from a viewer who sent these in, so thank you for the support. You want to remain anonymous, which is cool, but this is Nyemnub. Am I saying his name wrong? Nyemnub, who in the movie spoke an African language. So when people in that part of Africa saw the movie for the first time in 1983, the audience erupted in applause when they heard their language being used in a Star Wars film. And this is Walrus Man, aka Panda Baba, who sadly gets his arm cut off by Ben Kenobi.
Gee, Panda, I just don't see how you can keep designing with no drawing arm.
So today we are on the hunt for a purple smock Ugnaught, a cloud car driver with his Devo looking outfit and his rechargeable space razor, the Gamorrean Guard. I love this guy, and if Miss Piggy and Kermit had a kid, here you go. Lando with no smile, the big head Han, and Han in his Hoth outfit. So we are back at Orange Droid Vintage Toys. A link to their Facebook page is in the descriptions, but these guys are great and I highly recommend these guys. So they often post claim sales, and this is when they post a message on their page that lists either one or multiple items, and buyers can claim that figure straight out for the listed price. The good thing about Orange Droid is that they list what condition they are selling the items in. So it's marked as sold because we claimed this one. So let's check it out. And it looks pretty good. So we claimed a near mint cloud car pilot. So these guys have accessories that often get lost. So the price usually comes down to these two things: how clean and white the figure is, and does the figure come with both of his very easy to lose accessories. So this guy comes with a nicknamed hairdryer or the pilot blaster, the same that comes with the Imperial TIE Fighter, and his very, very small communicator, aka electric shaver. The figure looks good, so we got this one. We buy from Facebook using PayPal, and I recommend using the goods and services payment method. This gives you, the buyer, extra protection on your purchase, but the seller will always ask that you either pay a 3% or 4% added fee that they would be incurring. If you don't want to pay this fee, you can do a friends and family option that takes this fee out, but it doesn't give you that protection assurance. So if it's a seller that you know and trust, that's up to you to make that call and use the friends and family option. But for someone you're dealing with for the first time, or it's a bigger purchase, I would suggest using the goods and service route. We went back to eBay to pick up this figure, and it says it's a Lily Letty figure. I had no idea what that meant, so I had to look it up. Lily Letty was a Mexican toy company who had the license from Kenner to produce the Star Wars line, and I found out that collectors sometimes make this their focus, not only to collect the figure itself, but different characters who were produced at different factories from around the world, and Lily Letty is one of them. So we picked up this one for $28.80 after a price drop was given to that character. Next was a Lando with no smile.
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down.
The figure looked pretty clean. He came with a great condition cape. He has a questionable mark on his elbow, but I think we can clean that up. And he comes with his original Bespin blaster, so we picked him up after we made the seller an offer for a lower price. Next, we looked at the big head Han. So when Kenner first made Han, they made him with a smaller head. Some people thought that it looked too small, so they came out with this version later in the series to make up for it. We had to bid for this one, and the winning bid was $27. The figure looks a little dirty, and I think we can clean that up, but the seller said it was stored in an attic for a long time. Next, we looked at the Hoth Han. I really like this character and the colors of it. we found a very good version of him. Very minor paint scuffs and a small factory paint splotch on his arm, but other than that, he looks good with his original Han blaster, so we picked him up at a $26 winning bid. So figures look pretty good, but at the time of this recording, we are at 80 subscribers. So when I get to 100, I want to do an announcement and I want to do a giveaway. I don't want to tell you what the prize is, but it was featured in a past video when I went to a toy store. So if you go there, you'll get an idea of what it is. But I want to thank everybody for going on this journey with me. It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad that you're coming along with me.